King Bo, the first of his name, won the civil war, revoking titles and imprisoned his own mother and also Åse's half-sister Tekla in the process. Family, above all, rings in the ears of Åse, beaconing when she can hear her father's voice in the sentence. Åse is heavily in debt from helping in the war, but even when there is gold problems, she won't let her half-sister be thrown directly onto the streets of the age of 6 after her release from prison. Mistakes happen, and mistakes by a 6-year-old should never be this dire, is Åse's very reasonable thoughts. She will, of course, invite her back to her court in Lübeck in secure surroundings with family to grow up and become a woman proud to bear the Elvin family dynasty name. Åse will surely make sure of it. That is right. Oh, poor old Tekla here. Well, she's not old, she's actually young. I haven't actually done it yet, but we can go in. And make sure that we are inviting her to our court, because right now, as you can see, she's at the ocean apparently, but she is definitely down in the mud somewhere in the streets of Roskilde, where she probably was released from. But we will invite her to our court and she will accept it. Yeah, absolutely, of course she would do that. I don't see why Åse wouldn't do that at all. It makes sense, right? It makes sense to do that. Another thing I want to talk about just before we're hitting the unpause here is that I have... You might remember a couple of episodes ago that I installed a new mod that could show us at least in a small amount of detail what the Fearless Paragon-like figure here is, what it would actually do. Now I have replaced that mod with something a lot better. Honestly, this is probably the best mod I have installed for the sake of role-playing, right? Unfortunately, our players, we cannot see our players with their personalities and have this insanely good breakdown of things. But you can switch your character and then get it. I have already done that. I know how Åse... I know all of Åse's personalities now, every single one of them. Now, what this will do is it will make me have a better way of making sure that the role-playing is a little bit more closer to what also the game is trying to do. Because if you're going in here, you can actually hover over the honor, or any of them actually, and it will actually break down exactly what this means to that character. Now it goes from -100 to +100, and with that, they will be more likely to do different stuff or less likely to do different stuff. So again, I think this mod is such a big improvement in terms of role-playing and how I could potentially role-play in the future as well. So just wanted to tell you guys that, well, there is a new mod, and this new mod is definitely a good one. So yeah, hopefully this will eventually be something that will... I mean, I hope it will also help you guys if you are looking to roleplay yourself. This is definitely a mod you want to have installed. Of all of them, I think this one will help you out quite a bit. Anyway, let's continue with the game here and hit the unpause. Our liege has called us to war in the... oh god. The Holy Roman de Jure War for the Duchy of Holstein. Oh boy. The banner of House Elvin and the County of Lübeck must now pick a side. See, it's the Duchy of Holstein. Oh boy. Oh boy. That is, if I'm not mistaken, we're part of the Duchy of Holstein, aren't we? Let's check out the war here. Yes, we are definitely part of that duchy. Oh boy. So what exactly will that do if they were to win? Oh, this is okay. This is the other way around. So if this is if the Holy Roman Empire is actually surrendering. But if they were to enforce the demands, would we lose our tile? No, we wouldn't. You become a vassal of Kaiser Bruno. Okay, now that's the important part for me to understand that mechanic. So we wouldn't actually lose our tile. Okay, but we would no longer be part of Denmark. Right, that is what would happen by that kind of aspect. Now, again, now we have to think about it. What would Åse do in this situation? She also has to think about her family. She has to think about how much she likes the characters. And as we can see here, we, Åse, do not like King Børge. He likes us, right? I mean, I roleplayed it like that we actually liked him, but the true fact is, we do not like him. We do not like King Barrow. He hasn't done anything to us. I don't actually know. What is the breakdown here? A lot of different things. Short reign, tyranny, apparently. Revoked close family members' titles. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? She revoked Teklas title. We don't like that. And there is a lot of reason to go against our king now. There is. There really is. After he has revoked the title, that is. Before that, we were, probably still didn't like him, but at least we liked him a little bit more, or didn't dislike him directly. Now, on the other hand, Kaiser Bruno here is someone who we actually like. We have the personal diplomacy of plus 21 with him. I don't know what the other one is. What is that? Epiphany. Oh, the denier. So he's probably a very... Yeah, so he got the fame trait here, Empire coins. Yeah, so that's why he got plus 8. And well-traveled. Apparently we like that as well as Åse. Now, Åse is not a very honorable person. She's actually on the scale. She got 0, right? So it's just, So she could go either way in this situation, I would say. But again, we need to... In terms of sociability, she actually got plus 20. And in terms of rationality, she got plus 35. And the rational thing here, and maybe also in terms of her family, is probably not declaring for the liege, because we would lose that war together with our king. Clearly. I mean, if we look at this strength compared to this strength, it's not even a fight, is it? So rationally, she would definitely declare or side with the enemy. She also have boldness of plus 60, which means she would also probably likely be a little bit more bold in her decision making. The rest of the family, and maybe many of people inside the family and also the house, which is the same thing. I don't know why I'm saying that, but would probably likely see this as we should probably defend Denmark. But she's kind of bold, and she can see the potential of Kaiser Bruno's kind of invasion here. She can see the potential for her as well, being maybe part of the Holy Roman Empire rather than the Danish kingdom. There is definitely something to be said there. And the other and last factor I currently think about here is that she got minus 75 in greed, right? She's not a very greedful person. She doesn't really ask for a lot in life, but she does see that this is not a move for greed. This is not a greedful move. The Duchy of Holstein is part of Germany, the Kingdom of Germany, right? And this Kaiser do hold that kingdom, right? He do hold that kingdom. So it's not a greed move. It is actually something that makes sense. It is something that makes sense in terms of not being very greedful. Now, you can argue about that. You can argue that it is a greed move from the Kaiser, but that's not how Åse sees it. She sees it as something that is, sort of rational, but of course, she's of course gonna worry about this war. But she have decided to actually side with the enemy. Yeah, that's gonna happen. And the good thing about that is we will even gain way more opinion with our potentially new liege in the future. And King Bauer, he already dislikes us. Well, he doesn't. He likes us, but he will absolutely dislike us after this one. Actually, only going into -1. But this is a big decision, and because of now understanding what Åse would choose, or what our player character would choose more specifically, I am gonna side with the enemy, where before this mod was installed, I would have declared for our liege. But in this case, I feel like it is the most reasonable thing to do, in sake of role-playing, to actually side with the enemy here. Yeah, there we go. We are in war. Another war, that is. This time, not a civil war helping King Bo, but nope, we are up against him now. We are helping a foreign ruler invade Denmark. What an exciting time it is to be alive. But we will not take part in this war. Why? Well, we just don't have the money for it. We don't have the money for it. We will let these two kings, or well, actually, empire and kingdom, fight it over our tiles. We cannot take part of it. Also, don't want to raise her armies. She is, like I said, minus 75 in greed. She's very unlikely to raise an army when she got that. When she's not, if she were a greedy person, she would definitely raise her armies. But she's not. She's not. Yeah, she don't see any reasons why she should do this, but she have definitely declared her loyalty to the Holy Roman Empire now, and also do hope that the Holy Roman Empire do win this fight, but we will not raise our armies, we will just let time go, and we will see what happens within this war. It doesn't seem like anyone... Okay, there we go. The Kingdom of Denmark is raising their armies, but here comes, and look at how big this... They are almost at the Black Sea, man. It's Jesus Christ. Exactly. Jesus Christ. This is gonna be a slaughter. I don't hope they're gonna siege us down, but that could potentially happen, and we can't really do anything about it. Oh, look at that. We actually do have a perk here we can calculate. Nice. Nice. True ruler. Offer vassalization. I mean... Sure, it's not gonna help us a whole lot. We are not gonna be anyone. We're not gonna have any vassals anytime soon, I don't think. So, but yeah, let's see what's gonna happen here. We can probably move time a little bit faster here. Oh, they are running away, and no, they are definitely gonna siege us down. Which, I mean, it makes sense. Maybe no, actually, they might go for the. Doesn't look like they're gonna siege us down, actually. That's nice. I hope we can get... hopefully they won't siege us down at all and win the war by just fighting them or sieging down the capital of the Kingdom of Denmark here. That would be the best case scenario. That would be the best case scenario. But if they do siege down Thetmarschen over here, or I don't know exactly, Thetmarschen? Is that probably the name of it? So it does look like, which is actually nice here. They don't make, oh, we have, yeah, I don't think they will actually siege us down when we have declared, when we are their allies. Yeah, they probably won't. They will just siege this down and also Schleswig up here, which is, that makes sense now. So this is actually helping us out quite a bit, but because I don't think he would ever be able to, King Børge, that is, of Denmark. I don't think he would be able to actually siege us down. No, I don't think that would actually happen. Oh, what happened there? Your son Frenne married... Oh, okay, so yeah, that went through. So they are now married because she came of age, right? So we do have a new daughter-in-law. Leaves... what is that? CK Elvin leaves infancy with fluency in Norse and Anglic. Nice. She has now managed to learn High German natively. She will not have to be taught it. There we go. The court language thing is actually working out for us. We should probably... Actually, no, I think we should still have primary language as Norse. I mean, we are Danish and all. And good thing we have High German as the secondary language now, I suppose. So that's a nice little thing triggering there. And let's check out her again here. So because she is now in our court, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she is. So she's a patient, trusting, arrogant, fortune builder, and also friendly face. So she married our... second son, Frende. Nice. All right, that's fine. I don't know how important she's gonna become, but we don't really like her, and she doesn't really like us either. Probably mostly because of cultural acceptance. Yeah, that makes sense. And the other way around, also cultural acceptance. Could we? I think we should probably force her to become. When she's in our court, she needs to... She don't want to... What? Are you kidding me? Why? Why? Okay, the opinion of us and the difference between Orthodox and Catholics. Yeah, that's why I want to convert you. I mean, you're not allowed in my house unless you are converted. This is where, like... I don't agree with this kind of thing from the game. So what I could do potentially... No, I can't even do it. It's not possible. I can't demand a conversion. Well, it is what it is, I suppose. Let's continue with the war here. Oh, well, yeah. They're gonna get slaughtered over here. Oh, boy. I mean, he might get away the first time around, but no, he's not. He's gonna get caught here. King... No, he didn't. Okay. So he went over the river, and now he is standing a place where he can defend a little bit better, but it's not really gonna matter a whole lot. I'm saying we already, but yeah, the Holy Roman Empire is gonna win this war. Already 50% now, so yeah, it's not even. This is a slaughter. This is good thing we didn't declare for our liege. I mean, we could. I mean, if we were an honorable person, if we were less bold, and I don't know, maybe I don't know what else. I think the honorable trait or personality trait is probably the one that is most defining on what you would do when you are called to arms, right? But actually, our honor is 0, so we can go either way. We can declare for our liege, we can declare for an enemy. As Ose doesn't really. She's gonna do what she thinks is best for the family, and not really for herself, but mostly for the family. And also, you know, being a little bit bold, she did decide that this was probably the best way to go about it, right? A new claimant. What? Why would he do this? Oh, wait, hold on. In Frigger's insane effort to improve my relations with my neighbor, my good-for-nothing counselor has officially acknowledged Prince Bishop Getir claim on the county of Lübeck. Oh, okay. I thought he was actually going out and making a new house, but yeah, that would make no sense. Why does he look ill? Is he ill? Yes, he is ill. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time he's actually ill. What is going on with this guy? That's not good. That's actually really, really, really bad. Because when we do become part of the Holy Roman Empire, right? This guy can definitely make a claim, or well, he now do have a claim on us, and he could just straight up attack us. Where before he couldn't really do that because we were part of the Kingdom of Denmark. But when we are part of the Holy Roman Empire, he can just do whatever he like. That is gonna be a really, really big problem. Our son, Fröger, our player here, has done something that is, not gonna lie, this could potentially be very, very bad for us. But what can we do, man? An unpressed claim of the county of Lübeck. That is terrible, terrible, terrible news, of course. Especially right now with not having any gold, or, you know, we So, another war. Well, King Burrow, I'm not gonna help you with this. Honestly, I'm not gonna help you. It's in the... So this guy is actually attacking... So this guy up here is attacking for the... what tile is this? County of Bleking. Yeah, so he's actually attacking into Denmark because he knows that he's pretty weak right now. Makes sense. I'm not gonna help out, especially not when it's this far away from us or anything. And no, I would definitely not gonna help our liege. I'm just gonna remain neutral here. I don't really care about this guy. I'm not gonna help him out getting this either. So, I mean, we do like him, but we don't have any. Us as a house, Ose's house, the dynasty, Elvin dynasty, don't really have anything to say about this. It's not part of our. It doesn't have anything to do with us, right? It doesn't. It's Burrow's problem. So we're gonna remain neutral here. But yeah, I could see Denmark fall not far in the future. We'll see what happens to Denmark. But apparently our house is gonna be. I wouldn't say we're gonna become Dutch. No, sorry, not Dutch. German. We're definitely not gonna become Dutch, but German, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we'll remain Danish for as long as we can. That's kind of, you know, part of the house of being Danish. We have been Danish for 250 years since we came down from the northern part of Sweden, the Sámi descendants we had. So I don't see us really changing in that aspect, right? I don't really think that would be ideal for our house to do. Well, it would probably be ideal in terms of being inside the Holy Roman Empire, but in terms of role-playing sakes, I don't see why we would do that. Victory. The Holy Roman Empire, the sure war for the Duchy of Holstein is over. We won the war led by Kaiser Bruno of Hellac, the Roman Ricky against King Børge Margretesen of Denmark. So, he get the contested tiles, which is including us, right? Yeah. And yeah, King Børge, yeah, we become a vassal of Kaiser Bruno, so it already happened. We do not have any war contribution here. We remained pretty neutral inside of the war. We just said that we will definitely not go against you in terms of... we will let it happen, basically. That's basically what we were saying here. Ursa was saying, sure, I'm gonna accept you as my new liege if you can manage to win over my current king. That's basically what she was saying, right? So be it. I think we need to pause the game here. We probably have a couple of things to consider now. Liege won the war. Now, let's take a quick look at... actually, Bo, we don't care about him anymore. Honestly, he's not important. He's just not that important anymore. We have, of course, our two sisters up here, half-sisters. We have our player and our son, and we will also... Look at this mess now. This looks so... There are so many counties and tiles in here. It's crazy. So what we will do is pin this guy, because he is definitely an important person to us. And thankfully, we don't have, you know, a couple of other lieges other than him, which could happen in the future, because now we are inside a massive empire. We could have more lieges and top lieges and, you know, stuff like that. But for now, we are just one tile under the empire, which is perfectly fine for me. Now, one thing I am worried about is, of course, this guy attacking us straight off the bat here. If that's gonna happen, we don't really have a lot of saying in it. Now, the good thing is we're still allied to a couple of pretty important and big houses outside of the Holy Roman Empire. And that could help us out, because they would probably come to our aid. We do, of course, we are allied to, Countess Liv, our half-sister. And we are also still allied to Poznan. And he do have 1,900 soldiers and not that far away from us. So I think... yeah, having that ally is gonna be massively important right now. Massively important. So, yeah, we will see what happens. We'll see what happens. But let's see. We do have pay homage. We'll do that. We'll do that right away. We'll demonstrate submission. Will she... Actually, when I think about it, would she do something else here? Would she give away obligations? Nah, I don't... I mean, why would she do that? I don't see anything inside of her personality trait that would really give her a reason to give away more than needed be. No, let's not do that. Wow, look at this throne room. That's incredible as well. Alright, so servants usher me into Kaiser Bruno's Great Hall in Kilsenbach, where he sits his throne waiting to hear my pledge. Alright. Bruno bids me to arise and confirm his certification along with my rights to the lands I rule in his stead. Nice. Hail the Kaiser. Right, so again we get some renown. He gets a bit of opinion of us. Or, yeah, he does. And we get a bit of prestige back. Lovely. That is done. What else is popping up here? We can marry off someone in the court. We are the first in line to Vorbasses, and the heir is the second in line to Vorbasse. We should raid a city of Obenro. Probably not. Probably not. Again, she's neither vengeful or someone that really likes wars a whole lot. I mean, she's not against a war. She would probably go out and actually go into a war herself as an aggressor. She could do that. There's nothing stopping her from doing that, but I don't really see that happening just as of yet. Figure Elvin is sick at court. Active election. Do we have any vote power? No, of course we don't. Of course we don't. But yeah, there is also elections, of course, in the Holy Roman Empire. So it's not very different in terms of, well, a lot of things when it comes to... Actually, we don't know. Well, let's check out. So our liege do have High Crown Authority. So yeah, that so we do probably lose a bit of gold and a bit of levies by being part of his empire, but it's probably not gonna do a whole lot to us. Otherwise, I don't think it's gonna change a whole lot for us. At least we could actually. No, we already have limited crown authority, so that's fine. That's fine. We inherited that from our father. We are in debt. That's probably the main concern right now, that we are this much in debt. We do need to find some finances. Maybe, you know what, now when we are in the Holy Roman Empire, oh, we are still swaying the guy here. Actually, I don't really care about him anymore too much. Maybe we should try to befriend some people instead, because we could do that. Who would we befriend, if anyone? Probably our new liege, to be honest. If we could befriend him, that would be fairly good. Let's see how... Yeah, it's not a big chance. Okay, what about just swaying him directly? 34. Also, not great. Not great, but I don't really see... Learn language. We could learn his language, which is High German. It's probably a very good idea to do that, actually. 48% chance. That's not bad either. I think we will try and start to learn German here as her. That makes sense now when we are part of the Holy Roman Empire, that is. So, yeah, that makes sense. But otherwise, I don't really see a whole lot else we can do here. I do hope that we get the event popping where we could get money from the Pope. Because I think we can do that now when we are in the Holy Roman Empire, which would be fairly nice in terms of our finances, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know. Espen approaches me, running a hand through his hair. My lady, I have heard that you are studying the High German language. My father was a merchant and he could learn any language in no time at all, he says. Okay. His secrets are in this manual. I have no use for it as I cannot read. I'll part with it for a reasonable sum. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We do not have any money. We cannot spare any money at all. Maybe it would have been nice. +4 to scheme power here, learn language. Sounds pretty good, but sorry, Espen, I just don't have the money. a fine gift. God, make him hand it over. Would she do something? I mean, she is fairly bold. She is fairly bold, right? And liveliness. And liveliness. I need to actually check out what was liveliness actually doing. We can see it in here probably on this guy. So liveliness is the likelihood of becoming an agent, start maintaining relations. Yeah, no, I don't think she would just take this guy, just basically steal it. I don't think she would actually do that. It feels a little bit too out of character for her to do. Poppycock? Get out of here. Charlatan. Yeah, I feel like she would probably do something like that, right? And she's also, like, she's she's -75 in greed, so she wouldn't just spend money needlessly. She wouldn't, at all. You're asking for too much? No, I think we'll just get him out of here. This charlatan, we can't, first of all, we can't pay him, and second, he probably wants too much money. 50 gold. Are you? Get out of here, charlatan. Get out of my courtroom. You freaking... Yeah, get out of here. I finished reading a really good book. The characters were well written and believable. The plot was gripping and intense, and the themes and messages were thought-provoking, but not in a patronizing manner. Wow, it has been a long time since I encountered such a story, and I keep thinking about it constantly throughout the day. I do read books myself as well, and I can understand this kind of concept fairly well. I do love myself a really good book, mostly fantasy, but whatever. Let's make it about Åse here. Talk to people about it, okay? Let it inspire me in my work. I think she would probably go for let it inspire me in the work, right? That feels like the most obvious one to go for. She wouldn't really go out and talk about it too much, I don't think so, at least. I mean, she is pretty fairly sociable, +20, but I don't really want that. No, I think she definitely would let it inspire her. Oh, it's just a small event that is actually giving us either piety or prestige. Okay, fair enough, but cool little event. Interesting. So our spy master has left her position, and I think the main reason is that I believe she's married to Dietrich here, isn't she? Yes, she is, and he somehow gained the tile down here in Stud. So she left our court, of course, and so did the woman here, Kettlenberg. Apparently, they all left for this position, or they gained this tile, or he gained this tile, and they left with him. That's kind of interesting. I like that. I mean, I don't like that because now we need a new spy master, and she was actually fairly good. But let's see if we can find a new spy master here after they left us. We do have Egbert, who doesn't... Again, we probably are looking for someone who actually likes us. So maybe Frenne? I mean, it makes sense to appoint our son, to be honest. He is also 12 in intrigue. Compared to these guys who actually don't like us at all. I feel like it is always a good thing to go for your dynasty members in here, if you can do that, right? We don't have a lot of vassals or powerful things that we need to deal with, so I think just appointing him seems like a very obvious choice here for Åse to do, and he can probably learn a couple of things as well and be a little bit of a better character by being positioned here as the spy master as well for us. So yeah, there we go, lovely, and that should be fairly good for us. Oh boy, what is going on here? I think that Denmark here might actually be raiding us. That would be very bad. He could also be going to Pomerania. I'm not too sure, actually. But yeah, I don't actually think he can actually raid us when he's also Catholic, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, we also have lackluster administration, so we are trying to seize control of that situation a little bit, but we can really raise our men, both in terms of monthly income being, or not the monthly income, but our gold is in the minus, and also we have half of our soldiers available, or at least levies available. So let's just see what he's gonna do here. Hopefully he will just ignore us and move into Pomerania. Yes, okay, good. All good. We are fine. I was worried for just a second there, but we do have another diplomacy skill here, or perk to calculate. Writing history, you can take the commission epic decision. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Let's actually check that out right away. I don't remember exactly what it does. Where is it? Borrow gold from the Holy Order. We can borrow gold. Okay, so but we need to repay it. That's okay. Commission epic. So what exactly? Unavailable for 10 years. So we can't do it. We can't do it. Okay. So in 10 years' time, which, well, maybe not. I mean, her health is poor. I don't actually know why it's poor. Why is it poor? Can we see that? Yeah, I guess it's just because we're getting old, apparently. But yeah, I don't think we will actually get to do this, but maybe in another lifetime, maybe with another player. Well, yeah, at least we didn't get raided. But yeah, here's the thing: we took over Åse quite old, so we don't have a lot of episodes with her. We might not even have more than one more, or maybe not. Maybe only this one. Who knows? Sometimes they just die, right? So we'll see about that. But it's yeah. At least we had the success. At least we had some success with her getting into the Holy Roman Empire, and I mean, she haven't had a lot of success in life, to be honest. As a ruler, that is. As a, as a woman, as a family member of this dynasty, she had a lot of success, I would say. 2 children, fairly good children as well. There's nothing wrong with either of them. So in life, she's rather successful, but oh, we can petition the liege. Oh, that's interesting. Let's pause the game here. We got -5 gold, but I have a feel, because he actually rules over here, doesn't he? Yes, he do. There is a chance. There's always a chance that we could gain another tile here. Now, how much? I don't know. I mean, he does like us. I know that's our opinion. Our opinion is that we really like him. And 38 in our... he actually also likes us. There is a chance that we could get something here. Now, I'm wondering. First of all, let's see what it's actually gonna be. Let's see. We can get a council appointment. I don't really think that's could. I don't see that happening. Urbanized county. That's the first time we see that one. So he could found a city holding in our counties. That sounds pretty good. That would be absolutely fantastic news for us. Fortified borders. Underwrite temple. I don't know which one I actually rather would like here. If we think about it as Åse, what would she actually like the most? Urbanized county or underwrite the temple to get a church holding or a temple holding? I think she would probably go in the I mean, her Celius thing or whatever, the number is actually 0. So she doesn't really care too much about religion, but she doesn't oppose it either. She's just straight in the mid. So in that term, we could go either way, I would say. She is fairly bold, and I think it would be more bold to get an urbanization, because urbanization would... Actually, I don't know if that's true, but I think urbanization would probably bring us more what's it called? potentials of building things in the countryside with a baron, of course, the ruler. But I think the temple is actually having less kind of buildings available for it. So I think maybe urbanize would be the most bold thing to do. And it would also be the most greedy thing to do. And we know that Åse is not very greedy, so I think she's actually going to go for the temple holding instead. Yeah, let's go for the temple holding. Let's see if he's going to do it. I mean, we don't know, but in Åse's mind, a temple holding would also make sure that the Holy Roman Empire would like us maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make a lot of sense here. Okay, so let's see. Eventually he addressed me. You make some good arguments, but if I am to agree to your request, I will need something in return. Surely, you see it would be or it would benefit both of us if we were to come to an arrangement. Yeah, I mean, she is a diplomat, so she understands that she can't just get it for free. That makes sense. I mean, that makes sense. My Kaiser, perhaps I explained myself poorly. No, I think she actually explained herself fairly well. A fair offer, I accept. We lose his 400. Wait, no, that is him. He loses 400. And he gains a weak hook on us. Alright. I'm not against that, actually. I'm not too against that. And I don't think Åse is either. I think she's okay with him gaining a weak hook. If it was a strong hook, then we would have a problem. But a weak hook, that would probably raise our levy contribution, or maybe the gold contribution, or something like that. Or he could, I don't know what else he could actually use it for, to be honest. Maybe imprison us, but I mean, he doesn't really have a reason to do that, I think. He fairly likes us, so I don't really see why we would be too afraid of him having a small weak hook on us. And it does give us a lot here. He would lose 400 gold, but who cares? Yeah, getting a temple holding would definitely be I think this is a very fair offer. Yeah, absolutely. We'll accept that. And he is already starting to build a temple here in Furman. I didn't really care which one it would be. I guess it's fine here in Furman. Yeah, that's okay. Should we rename it? No, I actually think yeah, this is also the name that me, as a Dane, I would call this area. I would call it Furman as well. So it makes sense. So that's pretty cool. 5 years left on the construction. That is pretty cool. And we will... I mean, that's a really good thing, because no matter what kind of situation we'll put ourselves in with our dynasty, having that temple will just give us more gold from whoever is going to be the temple holder. We will have taxes coming from that area in the future, which is great. And maybe even levies and stuff, just a small amount. But small amounts adds up to... You know, it adds up. It does add up in total, and I think we do deserve to have a temple holding here in Lübeck as well. So nice. I really like that, and I think we're gonna end the episode with that. Actually, yes, we are really close to not being in debt anymore as well, which is lovely. And wow, so much happened in this episode in terms of role playing, and also learning a little bit more about how we could role play in the future. So I'm really happy about that as well. Getting that mod in was really good. But yeah, now we are part of the Holy Roman Empire, or what they are calling it here, the Helag Romisk Griki. You know what? There is one thing that I want to do in the future when I am creating a new save, and that is not using a mod that actually renames all of these things, because I have a really hard time naming all of these names anyway. So, and I kind of want to go with what they are named in modern days anyway more often. So yeah, that's, you know, just a small thing here and there. But anyway, if you like this episode, leave a like, and I'll see you around next time.